Crop Improvement Center, LCIC. And let's say thank you to the Development Bank Ghana, DBG, for sponsoring this all important event.
But there's going to be the entertainment bit as well.
Yes, sir.
Yes, because once there is food,
that's the part you've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Music. Of course.
Is it?
And wait,
You can't come for
there's
city
a
event
certain-
and you not have a
There's
whole
a certain
experience.
foods they call that I want to experience that day. What's the name of
Oh, the
that?
apalanche.
Apalanche.
Yes.
Do you know it? Do you know apalanche? What do you know about?
What's avalanche?
Avalanche is cassava. Others will roast it. Others will fry the cassava with kobe and pepper. Yeah. Oh, you should try it. You should try it.
You know, myself and Kobe are cousins.
So you see,
Yeah.
so on the day of the event, that means the
You know,
Natufo is going
the
to try.
stronger the smell, the better the taste.
Of
right?
course, of course. You can't do a boom without Kobe in there, or you can't do any food without Kobe in there. Yeah. It changes the whole aroma and changes the whole taste of the food. Yeah.
Charlie, show up at the agri fair. I promise you organic Kobe. You understand?
Organic Kobe. That's
You
different.
keep Kobe with wings.
Yeah.
And if you decide to fly afterwards, now your own wahala. But let's meet at the agri fair, all right? 20th to the 22nd of June 2025 for Sutherland Children's Park. It's free, okay? But if you want to register and participate, you should call us now. 0205 973 973. 0205 973 973. Call us and together let's make farm produce available to the rest of the country. Okay? Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you at the Fua Sutherland Children's Park on the 20th, all the way through the weekend, ending on the Sunday, the 22nd of June.
Right.
Yep. Okay, so let's get into our business for the day, shall we?
Yes.
The newspapers are here. We'll go into the various headlines real quick, real snappy. I'll start off with the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page says, Ghanaian theater goes global. Ghana must go response to big push initiative. Ghanaian theater goes global. Ghana must go response to big push initiative. Akim Oda Primary School ransacked. Roofing sheets, fittings, burglar proofs, all stolen. This country, Nankasano, I don't think it's everyone that is working out there that is okay.
Yeah.
A primary school in your area that is help to educate the children in the area. You, in your own wisdom and your greed, you have gone to steal the roofing sheets and the fittings. Even the burglar proofs, you have taken them away because you are more human than the students. Because you are better than the rest of Ghanaians who will benefit from that school. Continue. Continue. Your time will be up very soon. The day that will catch you, you will see. A primary school, when you think you are smarter or wiser than everybody else, you deserve better than everybody else. So you have gone to steal the roofing, the burglar proof, and all the fittings. Hey, cool. Yo, you are doing well. But you see, the GES and of course the authorities of the school is a wake-up call. We need to institute more proactive security measures. You understand? So that we can prevent some of these things. Because you see, my biggest worry is that this thing that has happened is going to take forever for it to be replaced. And it is going to be at the detriment of the students, including the teachers alike.
Of course.
I mean, let's get serious in this country. Seriously, let's get serious. Anyway, National Security Rescue Mission details in kidnapped women's case. All right, so you recall the issue of the two women that were kidnapped, allegedly, in Nigeria. Two Ghanaian women rescued and brought back home. There's details of that rescue mission by the National Security in the Daily Graphic. So you might just want to grab a copy of the paper to get the details. Now, when you jump to the back page, 4 organizations donate towards Mahama Cares. We know that the Ghana Medical Care Trust Fund, launched by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is still receiving donations. It's been nicknamed Mahama Cares. And so if you see Mahama Cares, that's what it's referring to, the Ghana Medical Care Trust Fund. And we understand some 4 organizations have made donations towards it. GHA, Ghana Highway Authority, warns public against vandalizing road infrastructure. You guys dealt with that, I think, 2 days back. Yeah. So the Ghana Highway Authority is warning the public against vandalizing road infrastructure. That's it for the Daily Graphic newspaper.
All right, on the Ghanaian Times, we have mass decongestion. Get off pavements, footbridges. AMA gives traders Tuesday deadline. And we have MPP bans internal campaigns until nominations open. Will improve road networks, and that's by President Mahama. And behind it, we have government committed to Abidjan-Lagos Corridor Highway Project. And that's by the Minister of Roads and Highway, Governs Kwame Agboja. Newly constructed Tetegu footbridge attracts patronage. And that's what we have as the headlines on the Ghanaian Times.
On the Chronicle, and for yesterday, the issue with the dollar withdrawal over the counter conversation. And it's on the Chronicle on the front page. Dollar withdrawal. Bolga Adam Smith lied. That's a question the Chronicle is asking. Also, human being story.
You know who Bolga Adam Smith is?
Oh, of course.
No, who is it? Tell me.
Isaac Adongo.
Following the conversation he had with Joy, stating that over-the-counter withdrawal of the dollar is going to be
as a member of parliament for Bogas.
Yeah, and it actually caused a lot of uproar on social media, especially, and everybody was so confused.
Because I wouldn't know how I have my dollar in the account, and I'll go and you say that you wouldn't be able to be.
It's important that the BOG came out to clarify
yeah,
the
very
issue.
important. Yeah.
Another story too here, human being story, 4 appear in Whole Court today. And also SML positions Ghana as a front runner in the drive to data sovereignty, Professor Boateng. Also down there is Isaiah 43:19. Behold, I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? That is.
We perceive the CD.
We perceive, we perceive. Actually, this whole thing about the CD is it's very, I don't know. It's really happening.
Yeah, it
because
is.
I tried to do a transfer from Nigeria. Oh my God, the rates! I was like, wow, the city is strong now. Yeah, it's like it's so strong.
It's doing well, and we are just hoping that it's going to be at a stage of this. Like the president has also tried giving the finance minister and other sectors thumb up for what they are doing. Behind the Chronicle, Chelsea welcomes Manchester United to Stamford Bridge as Aston Villa and Tottenham face off at Villa Park, and also Crystal Palace face Man City in FA Cup final.
Interesting weekend for football. But you see that all the excitement is gone because now we know who has won the title already.
Liverpool.
So the excitement is not really there. But we hope that the teams will be serious about the final games, because then that determines the top 5 or the top 6 and who goes into UEFA, who goes to play Europa and all that. So maybe they should get serious. And because the results we're seeing from last week there, it's like they are just joking out there. Meanwhile, investors too are worried.
That's the thing. Investors are worried though.
How much have you staked?
You know, I actually don't understand how it works.
I don't understand
investors.
The betting.
The betting.
There are some
maybe one of these days we'll have somebody on.
And over whatever.
You would have somebody
It's too much for me. I never liked mathematics, so it's just too much for me.
They really know how to calculate it.
Anyways.
You see ladies really calculating it.
Let me take you to the Herald newspaper. Larry Dogbe's Herald newspaper. State security chases Kofi Juma over Gehok's financial rots. Unauthorized property sale for $700,000. Bought $100,000 official car for 4,943 Ghana cedis. Hey! The official vehicle was worth $100,000 and it was bought for 4,943 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
Hey, if this is true, that's serious. That's serious. So the story says that the state security is chasing Kofi Juma. He's the former boss of Gehok Distilleries. And the state security is chasing him over Gehok's financial rots, and gives us a breakdown that says unauthorized property sale for $700,000. And then he bought $100,000 official car for 4,943 Ghana cedis, among other things.
4,000
Ghana cedis.
That's like 1,000 Ghana cedis 4. Or let's see if the 900 is something, so 1,000 Ghana cedis 5. Oh wow, that's interesting. Maybe the state security should delve deeper into this issue.
My God, I'm stunned. Anyway, they will investigate and they will know what will come out of it. NPP MPs abandon Agrada over Sami Jamfi's dollar gift as they drag case to Shraj, CID and OSP. NPP MPs abandon Agrada over Sami Jamfi's dollar gift as they drag case to Shraj, CID, OSP. Mahama touts early economic recovery signs. CD bounces back. Prices ease. Hey, are prices ease?
No, not yet.
Maybe fuel prices, but not prices.
I understand some supermarkets.
Some supermarkets actually.
The prices, yeah.
Okay, then that's good. So what will happen is that don't just do pedestrian shopping. You understand?
But you know, sometimes
do a little bit of window shopping, and then you get to find whose prices are
yeah,
down.
exactly.
And when we all begin to patronize the one with lower prices, the others will be forced to reduce their prices.
Very true.
So the market forces will determine price reduction or otherwise. That's good. All right. Brigadier General Michael Opoko removed from Central Command. And then you have National Service Authority interdicts 2 managers over payroll fraud. And hope fades for Agaveji residents as coastal erosion ravages community. Hope fades for Agaveji residents as coastal erosion ravages community. That's the Herald newspaper.
All right, on the front page of the Daily Guide, we have power crisis looms. Ghana must go to drive global attention. And I think this is like a play or sort of or a movie. Yeah, one of them.
I think it's a play.
It's a play, right?
Theater act.
Yeah. So Nungwa families file for injunction against Zoom Lion subsidiary. NDC fears me, and that's by Chairman Wontumi. Okay. SML innovation attracting global interest. Professor Boateng assets and Maxi wins Otunfo Gold Award, and that's what we have on the front page of the Daily Guide.
The Ghanaian publisher on the front page, man challenges CJ's removal process, and also BOG cuts Adongo to size. That is from page 3. Rubbishes reckless, no dollar as the counterclaim. And also an article or writer by by Joyce Bauer Montari that says that does Ghana truly need a national carrier? That has to do with the airline, the call for we getting an airline and all that. She's asking the question, do we really need it? And also on the front page of the Ghanaian publisher, Samira Lecture Prize, Open 2025 entries, or literature rather. Samira Literature Prize opens 2025 entries. So that is on the front page of the Ghanaian publisher.
All right, let me bring you the news center real quick. Front page, page story says, marginalized Boko women given hope. Sakina Mumuni, the Queen Mother, restoring lost livelihoods. Marginalized Boko women given hope. Sakina Mumuni, the Queen Mother, restoring lost livelihoods. Fresh Supreme Court suit hits CJ's removal process. Fresh Supreme Court suit hits CJ's removal process. Republic Bank honored for boosting Ashanti region's economy. Does Ghana truly need a national carrier? Joyce Bauer Moktari writes. Dumsor, just 2.6 days of fuel left for thermal plants. Just 2.6 days of fuel left for thermal plants. And it's attributed to John Jinapor, the minister. This he admitted to, but allayed fears, saying that proactive measures have been taken to get some more fuel into the country, and so he debunked claims of a looming power crisis. We understand that he met with the Parliamentary Select Committee on Energy yesterday. These were some of the issues that came up, but he assuaged the fears or concerns regarding a looming power crisis, saying that although there's just 2.6 days of fuel left to power our generators, proactive measures have been taken to get some more fuel into the country, and so we should not be worried. We've also heard him say or promise that the crisis being experienced or the intermittent power supply being experienced across the country will come to an end by close of May. And so we'll hold him accountable, we'll hold him to his word, and hopefully we get to heave some sigh of relief considering the power situation. All right, let me jump to the back page of the News Center newspaper real quick. Republic Bank honored for boosting Ashanti region's economy on the top there. Then you have no ban on over-the-counter dollar withdrawals. That's the BOG. And then you have Florence Ade Ohene appointed second deputy MD of CBG. That's the Consolidated Bank of Ghana.
All right. On the front page of the Inquisitor, we have OSP's payroll fraud probe. 6 persons convicted as OSP Shraj collaborates to fight graft. An opinion. We have Ato, you are doing magic. This is about the strength of the Ghana cedis against the dollar right now. Yeah, so if you want to read that, go on page 2 and 4. So we have swag at 50, planning and nomination committees form. Lastly, GRA discounts SML claims.
The Informer, the front page of the Informer, fuel prices drop today as cedi strengthens. We are looking forward to that, the dropping of the fuel prices. And also Dumsor looms as minister cries over inadequate fuel. NCC faces operational challenges, call for sustainable funding and urgent infrastructure upgrade. Also on the front page, payroll fraud. OSP secures conviction against 6, deepens interagency collaboration. And also the Interior Minister warns public over attacks on fire officers. And Ghana grabs major investment deal during foreign minister's landmark in UAE visit. And that is on the front page of the Informer.
Well, I guess we can go online now. Start off with ChannelOneNews.com. Bring you some stories from there. Cedi stability not a blip. We've got this under control. That's the Bank of Ghana speaking. Cedi stability not a blip. We've got this under control. Then when you go to the Ashanti region, you have Siame Interchange. Contractors call for immediate eviction of traders on pavements. Siame Interchange, contractors call for immediate eviction of traders on pavements. Petition against Sami Jemfi not a witch hunt. That's the Nalerigu Gambaga Member of Parliament speaking there. Mahama renominates 4 MDCEs in Accra. Mahama renominates 4 MDCEs in Accra. When you go to the Ashanti region, notorious armed robber slapped with 120 years life imprisonment for murder. Hey. Notorious armed robber slapped with 120 years life imprisonment for murder. Okay. Cedi gains, price drops, signal economic recovery. That's John Dramani Mahama speaking. You know, he's on a thank you tour, and speaking yesterday during that tour, he touted the economic recovery or the gains being made, and he cited the gains made by the cedi as well as fiscal discipline by his administration as some of the reasons for the economic turnaround that we are witnessing. So the story says cedi gains, price drops, signal economic recovery, and it's attributed to John Dramani Mahama. Again, John Mahama is here hailing Ato Forson, the Bank of Ghana governor, for driving economic recovery. Mahama hails Ato Forson, BOG governor, for driving economic recovery. Then we can't guarantee stable power until IPP debts are cleared. That's the Institute for Energy Security speaking. Nana Amoisi the 7th pictured there. And he says we can't guarantee stable power until IPP debts are cleared. No looming power crisis, John Jinapor assures. And this is what I was alluding to earlier on when he met the Parliamentary Select Committee on Energy, admitting to the figures and how dire it is, 2.6 days of fuel left, but telling us that proactive measures had been taken to ensure the fuel is brought into the country to prevent a crisis. And so you have him pictured there, the Energy Minister, also in charge of green transition, John Jinapor, assuring that there's no looming power crisis. Now, when you go to Kaswa, 8 persons have been arrested for dumping refuse in the Central Business District. 8 arrested for dumping refuse in Central Business District. This is what I have been preaching. These 8 persons should be made to pay a hefty fine. So you make money from their indiscipline.
Yeah.
You get it. And that's IGF for the assembly. Like I said, we should decentralize it. The local assemblies should be at the forefront of some of these things. You can make money from sanitation and discipline. You can make money from road traffic violations.
Yeah.
You can make money from staff indiscipline.
Yeah.
You can make... There are so many
and the 8 that will be fine would go and preach the gospel. That, well, if you do
this,
exactly,
you're going to be in my shoes.
So exactly. So you're killing 2 birds with one stone. You are generating funds internally.
And they become your PR.
Exactly. And then you are stopping the indiscipline that these people engage in. You get it? So yeah, you can get that story and a host of others on ChannelOneNews.com. Philip, maybe you can take us to citynewsroom.com.
So on citynewsroom.com, it starts with the renegotiate IPP contract to stop revenue leakage. That is a pull to the government. That is the Public Utility Workers Union to the government. Yesterday, had a conversation on the power crisis issue, or the issue that the energy minister raised, that we have limited fuel in store. And also, I would have sacked Sami Gyamfi if I were president. Kennedy, Japan. He's saying that following the conversation of what happened with Sami Gyamfi and Agrada, if he were to be the president, he would have sacked Sami Gyamfi. NSA deletes over 2,000 ghost names, saves 1 million Ghana cedis. And also, National Security storms Kofi Jumo's home over state vehicle. The story we reviewed there not long ago. Mahama renominates 4 MMDCEs in Accra. And also in the Ashanti region, Kumasi High Court hands armed robbers 120 years and life imprisonment for murder. Also, the city gains, lower prices show economic is stabilizing. That is from John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic. And also, be transparent with consumers on energy sector challenges. Nana Amwisi to John Jinapor. Mahama commends Atuforsen, BOG governor, for stabilizing the economy. We are all seeing what is happening with the city as at now. And also a statement from the Gold Board CEO, acting CEO, Sami Gyamfi, saying that Gold Board has no dealing or contract with SML. And finally, I'll end with, don't panic. There is no looming power crisis. And that is coming from the energy minister.
Great stuff. I mean, they should keep the lights on. That's what we want.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, they can do the backdoor negotiations and all, but we want the power on. Anyways, you should also keep your channel right here on Channel One TV. This is Breakfast Daily. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, there's a lot more on the show for you.